Imagine being up there in the tower and that light and just watch that light spin and spin around and scanning over the ocean. It's like the finger of God pointing a light out there to guide these poor sailors back home. They can sail forever out in the ocean in the dark, and they just have a lost feeling in their soul, like there's nothing, there's no hope, until they finally see the little flash of that light, the little beacon that tells them that you're finally home, you've made it, you got there. The lighthouse keeper is the guy that keeps that light going and keeps them feeling like they're safe, they've finally made it. There's no better feeling than to be that guy watching those boats come in and knowing that you're keeping them safe. It's a proud thing to know that you're one of very few people in the world who've ever been a lighthouse keeper.
To a Coast Guardsman who's been stationed on a light, all lighthouses are the same. They're all kind of your friend. They're very familiar to you. And there is a familiarity about lighthouses to you that other people see them as romantic icons, and we see them as kind of old friends.
Some people are lighthouse experts, but to be an expert, to me, and the guys who served on lighthouses know you got to be out there to be an expert. You actually got to know what it's like in the middle of the night to hear that place shake and rattle because you got 45 mile, 50 mile an hour winds out there and 18 to 20 foot seas pounding the hell out of you, and you're wondering if that place is going to stay there any longer.
It's not all romantic and fun and everything. It's basically your life. This is where you live. That was your sole mission, to make sure that light works. You had to have a real good reason why that light wasn't on.
It takes a very unique person to be a lighthouse keeper. Yeah, it was happy, sad, enduring times, hard times, scared times, and all that. But, you know, there's no set thing about being the credentials of being a lighthouse keeper. You don't know until you do it. You don't know if you can do it until you're right there experiencing it, and the lows and the highs of it. And do I think it's like any other job? No, I don't. I think it's a very unique job. It takes a very unique person to be a lighthouse keeper.
For nearly 3 centuries, our nation's lighthouses have been kept by those hardy enough to endure the elements, the seclusion, and the solitude that their duties brought with them. When the average person thinks of a lighthouse keeper, they conjure up images of a rough and rugged man wearing a formal black uniform, smoking his telltale pipe with his loyal family by his side. While this image of the keepers may be true during the classic era of the lighthouse service, another era of lighthouse keeping almost never gets the recognition or credit it deserves: the US Coast Guard.